following show is a paid program.
Family, how you doing? On today, we have the Lavell Crawford, American comedian and actor. Hello, my friend.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm excited. We had a little talk a little earlier, talking about the comedy industry, and that's our topic on today. My friend, how did we get here? How did we get here, Lavell?
How we get where? Here on Earth?
How did Lavell become the best comedian in the world? How did that happen?
Oh, man, I thank you for saying that. I wish the whole world thought that, but hey, man, perseverance, hustling, and not listening to myself or nobody.
Yeah.
Just keep on God's faith, walking down that path, man. And, here I am today, still doing it, still getting fans, still selling tickets during the pandemic.
Yes. I've had so many calls, and they said, Lavell Crawford is coming on, man. They are so excited. Love you, man. Because I think in one thing, you're authentic and real.
Hey, that's all I can do, man. I don't, one thing I know and I learned is never, ever talk about stuff you don't know, That's the main thing. You don't talk about stuff you don't know because, people gonna catch you. I thought, they gonna call you out. I thought you didn't do that. And they see me out there, man, he ain't lying. His mama do sell a T-shirt. His mama is out here. They be like, wow, man, he tell the truth every time. I can't help it. I think the truth will make it honest and make people laugh even harder.
I'm telling you. Let's do one thing. Let's see Lavell Crawford in action. Let's do this video real quick.
This world would be a sad place without the work of devoted teachers. That's a true statement. Here to present the Neighborhood Award for Best School Teacher. Please put your hands together for a very funny comedian who stars in the new film, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Give it up for Lavell Crawford, and from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Carla Ferrell.
Yeah, that's right. That's how everybody been looking, too. I done graduated, Uncle Steve. I done graduated. I done moved up in life, moved down in pounds. I done graduated at the hoodie. They've been putting me on food for the last 4, 5 years. Barbecue, fried chicken, all these fat people things, all this soul food. And then that brother right there came up twice. I thought it was deja vu. I said, damn, I just seen him 2 years ago at his restaurant. But this year, I'm proud to be doing something totally not about food. Aww. Yes. Yeah. God is good. Won't it do it, won't it?
Yeah, that's so funny you show that clip because that was actually a month after I had the surgery. So that was a heck of a debut because I did the Hoodie Award and I also hosted the Shaq All-Star special with the Shaq All-Star show that we did also that whole weekend down in Vegas. So
Right.
with Steve, he had just, this was just prior to the whole thing with Mr. Brown and me and him
Right.
going in the session. So it was so funny because I was hoping that me and David Mann would see each other again, so he was like, oh no, he ain't as big as he was. What's going on? I did a big old switch on it, but it was very nice to see how people gave me that love, and they received me so well. It was like, man, it made me feel good. It was an exciting moment.
Right, exactly. And now you've lost more. You've lost more since then.
Yeah, I lost totally about 180 pounds, a little more, and I was always active, but when your food intake is as active as you are.
I know, right?
And then how big folks know what I'm talking about, because when you try to get your weight down, they always come out with something so spectacular. You got to go and try it. What
exactly.
I'm saying? Every time. As soon as I go back to the gym, they got all you can eat ribbons at Applebee's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
all you can.
And then I love the part where you say about Cracker Barrel send you a letter, and you said, wait, Cracker Barrel wanted me back. All buffet.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel mad at me, man. What you doing? We miss you. What you been doing, bro? we got the apple butter and 5 biscuits waiting on you, baby. And hash brown casserole, which is so fine.
Oh,
but I still I cut it in half now, though. It's just like almost a third of what I used to eat. But now it's a blessing to be able to eat it for taste, not eat it because I don't want it to go to waste.
I know that. I love the fact that, and we were just talking about just your being a comedian. You're so direct, down to earth, and people just, resonate with you all over the world. We were just talking about how you started when you said you guys all piled in the car together. Let's talk about that. How, it didn't start out where you are now. You all started like humble beginnings.
I wish it would have started out how I am now. That'd be great. Go through all the tears, But
right.
But the journey was exciting and it was fun because people always are, man, I can't wait till I make it. But you say that until you start making it, and then you miss the work, because back then all comedians were on the level, those that made it, we like, oh man, they'll go, Chris Tucker, they'll go, Steve Harvey, Sid the Entertainer, like Sid had been doing it 2 years before me, so he was notoriety, right? He was up there a little more than me at that time, but we were from St. Louis, but when I started doing it, it was just exciting just to hang out with your boy. We at the IHOP right now, going up and trying them. And I started taking it serious because, when I won my first comedy contest, because I would go to open mics everywhere, bar and grills. I would get $25 to do a show. Now I'd be getting mad when, I didn't make the 6 figures that I thought I was going to. Back then, I was like, just enough for gas money. I did places where, hillbilly bars where the comedian started to fight with the good old boy, busting the head with a guitar, and they said, get all of them. I'm like, oh, Lord, I ain't doing nothing.
That made me too.
Man, they gonna beat me up, and I was the only black dude there. I'm trying to get my car started up, and I got an old raggedy Chevy Nova and a big old black puff of smoke. That's the only thing that stayed with the black puff of smoke. I disappeared. It was like a smoke screen. Ain't nowhere I went. But it was a great journey. From doing the road to building my own, becoming a promoter and myself and bringing comedy shows all over military bases, all over the country. And then having my own club in St. Louis. They had a night in San Francisco club where I brought like everybody you think has made it now, I had them in my club. From
Yeah.
Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Sinbad, Sid the Entertainer, Mike Epps, everybody, Corey Holcomb, everybody that you say, oh, they famous, I had them in my club, you know. And the thing about it is like just staying in it and turning it into a career.
Right.
It's an honor, honor, man. It's a beautiful thing because I love comedy because it metamorphosizes into so many different venues and so many different veins. It's just it's great.
The good part about it, you've taken your comedy and you've become an actor with it. You've gone into acting also. So yeah.
And I mean, I was afraid of acting at one time, because I did act and I could act clown on stage with jokes. I could put a character together with jokes. But when acting is another thing because every every world, I'll say every world has their own rules. Like you come to be a comedian, man. You better be funny, dog. You better be original. Don't do nothing about jokes. Blah 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 blah. We had those rules, but when we go into the acting world, you have to read the script, try to put the character in the script, try to be instant in the script. And and when I read it, I was just like stumbling around because I didn't know what they wanted, and and I first auditioned, I signed because they had slang written in it. You can't write slang. Slang had acted, and before I knew that, I was reading like, "Yo, homie,"
you read it verbatim.
I was out of special needs, and I was looking bad, but then I got blessed to play my man Jakarius Johnson, Houston Navy.
Yeah,
got me on Men Crying the Dark, and I went in there and I got a part. He let me, spread my wings, and I was able to bring my comedy, and I learned my work, my scripts, and I realized I had a photographic memory because once I started reading the script, it came naturally, and it became so fun. It came so fun, man, because it was like, man, I'm bringing what I do to this, and it's all mixing together like a delicious dish. You know what I'm saying? And once I started feeling it, man, I started falling in love with acting, and it opened up many other doors from plays to little parts of movies, and then all the way to a major role in Breaking Bad, which I was on a great show. And people say, you ain't have a lot of lines. I didn't need a lot of lines, but I'm one of the most memorable characters on that show. I'm one of the most famed character on that show. And that's how God exalts you by doing a little bit, as long as you give him all. So, I mean, it changed, that acting became, I love both of it. I love it all, man. I love it.
Well, you do great at both of them. I've seen you in both, even in the acting world. You look natural. I didn't know you were scared, but you look very natural in it, even in plays.
Well,
I've seen you in plays. Yeah.
That was in the beginning, but now it's, it's like, it's cool now, because when I did the play, Man Crying in the Dark, I was with Richard Roundtree, and I was like, Richard Roundtree, Shaft,
exactly.
Man, I got scared, like, man, this guy, man, I grew up, I was a kid watching him be the cop and chase the sexy ladies, and, and then on the other hand, you had Alan Payne, you had who was in many movies, Jason Lear that they filmed down, and you had so many people in that play that you just respected. I didn't want to come in there fumbling, and and I wanted no, but once I got in there, I became a very vital part of the play. I became very like one of the people that they were like, man, we need to hire him because he's making this mug hot, so it. So that's why you get working out with Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad, Bob Odenkirk, Aaron Paul. Then you go into, I got to be with the late great Robin Williams, man. I'm sitting up there on the set with him on Crazy Ones, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I mean Buffy the Vampire Hunter, and then I moved from there to Danny DeVito. I'm sitting up here with these people.
Little Danny.
Oh, it's just like wow, oh my God, so it was it's been a wonderful ride, and I thank God for every moment.
Yeah.
That I could do it, because I took the fear and made it a sword, and I started fighting off every fear, and now it ain't nothing I can't do.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because so many people that are local artists and are local entertainers, as for comedians, that are going from place to place, but they'd like to become mainstream. But one thing you did say, let's talk to them about what your work ethic was. You said one thing: you went to every open mic that you could find.
Oh, yeah. Well, strange enough, you bringing this up, so I might as well plug it. I wrote a book called the Lavell Crawford Comedy Survival Guide to Stand Up.
There you go.
It should be out. We're hopefully gonna do November release. It's basically a pamphlet. I'm gonna do like 5 volumes, but this one is just called. The first one is called "Just Get Your Butt on Stage," and I say it's really get your A on stage.
Exactly.
But, people are like, what should I do? I say, man, if I'm thinking about you can't think about nothing.
Right.
Anything that you want to do. I heard the greatest saying recently. It says, you don't open your business to succeed. You to be perfect. You open it to get it open, and then you strive to be perfect.
Right.
That's to go out and get it and try, learn. You learn from fall. You know you don't want to fall there. You don't. You don't watch my step in this. When you fall, you look down and remember, I ain't gonna walk over there no more. Before I jump, I look down and I see that, because see, people are afraid. They more afraid.
They're afraid to fail. People are afraid to fail.
They're like swimming. Like they going swimming. They're afraid to stay. They so worried about falling.
Yes.
They don't know about staying on top.
Right.
Swimming is like you staying on top, floating. You worried about, I'm gonna go under the water.
Yes.
Not worried about it. You on top of the water, swim across the water. So it's just like, and see, and what I can tell comics is, you want to be mainstream, you have to go watch, and what I know about the word mainstream, and let me just explain that. Mainstream to me in comedy is when you go do the lesser melanated rooms. You know what I'm saying? Your more whiter clubs. Your clubs that are, they ain't got sexy leg contests at the thing, and you don't smell no fried chicken cooking in the kitchen, and which I love them clubs because it smells good, the fish hot. And, I get done, I give me a plate, but I mean, you have to go and understand that these comedy clubs have etiquette. They have rules, and then when you go in there, it's harder than doing the one-nighters that you do at the bar and grills and the nightclub, because even though in the bar and grill, the nightclub, the crowd be kind of rowdy, but it's rowdy, but that ain't your fault, But in there in a comedy club, in a mainstream comedy club like the Funny Bone, Improv, they're listening, they're watching, and if you don't make them laugh, that's a horrible silence. So. And sometimes the silence can be bad or it can be good. That means they're listening. So get your stuff out. But also, they want you to learn your time on stage. They want you to learn how to be on time. Show your work ethic, coming in there, putting it down. Are you bringing new jokes? Are you thinking about things? How are you telling yourself on stage? Everything you talk about sex is everything you talk about why I can't get no woman, or why I hate women. You got to find ways of being so versatile. You got to be one thing. I watch a lot of comics have some success talking about one thing, but I never believe in that. I believe in being like, I got almost 2 hours about the pandemic. And when this stuff hit, anything that happens, I can talk about it. And I pride myself. But everybody's not like me. But I think that you should work your muscle out to a point where you can see a pencil on the floor. You can make a joke about that pencil, like, man, I sure like to use that pencil, but I don't know. I don't know if somebody had it in their mouth or digging their nose in it. I don't know if that pencil got cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You come up with ideas about that pencil. You're always finding ways to make people laugh. And, you know, and you can always find your audience. It's amazing.
Let's do this, Lavell, real quick. We're going to take a break, and I want to come right back and talk about that book.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Your sound, it went down.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay, we were talking a little bit more about your book. Let's pick up right where we left off.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the book is like I said, get yourself on stage, go and watch the meeting. Don't go do comedy because your people think you're funny, because they just want to see you fall. That's how the time they just want to see you fall so they can laugh at you. Right. But, you know, take it serious. Don't be thinking you're going to get paid right away, you know. Yeah. I mean, the money going to come. Work on your craft, you know. That's, you know, these are all in my book. It be coming out soon. I'll have it up on Amazon, and I hopefully could be doing some seminars at comedy clubs like the weekends I'm there. You know, it's just really just like stepping on the stage and just start to love it. Because a lot of times, man, once you do it, you be like, man, I really, really understand, you know, what these comics really go through, because all y'all see is the finished product, but y'all don't know when they get turned down and can't do the comedy club, you get bumped off the stage because Dave Chappelle showed up, and, you know, like that, you know, and I mean, and it's like, and then you know, like now in the comedy world, it's kind of like, it's sad, but it is what it is. It's like the age of social media is where these social media little 2-minute clips and stuff that they bring. They work hard doing these little skits and stuff, and they become famous because they got a lot of these followers. You know, I mean, they just did my brother seen a film that they did, which is amazing, called 2 Seconds of Fame, where they had all these cats in it, you know, comedians, Tony Robbins, Cat Williams, I think one of the stars, and this cat was an internet sensation, and he started this breaking comedy. And the seasoned comedians that went through the hard work, they hating on them, because they know that these guys, you just sitting at home doing videos, doing stupid stuff, and doing pranks on people, and now you're the hot one. You're in the same arena as me,
right?
Which is like I don't trip off of it, because when you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex, this is no other dinosaur. You understand? I'm a monster. If you get on the stage and you do not do well, or even if you do okay, I will crush you. It's like you watch Kung Fu movies, and the Kung Fu master says, and the guy and his student want to challenge him. He said, "I've taught you everything I know, but I haven't taught you everything that you know." And he whoops his butt because he knows things that he don't even understand. So you walking around here thinking, "Oh, I'm funny." No, you're not. You don't know how. You get a couple of laughs, but can you get up there and not have near joke and make the show, kill the show? I can do that.
Yeah, and you're in front of people. See, the difference is you're in front of physical people looking at you. They're in front of a camera, like a camera there in front of, video.
And they got a bunch of people going, they liked it, or they, they emoji laughs. But I mean, it's easy. And some of them, and I'm not criticizing, because it's some of them that I do enjoy. And I'll drop your names right now. There's one cat named Clayton Thomas that I know CT is, I think his name is Clayton Thomas, Team Clayton Thomas. He does real good, but he's a seasoned comedian. There's also a guy named Tony Baker, who is very funny, that's on there. DC Young Fly, I give him a lot of love because I didn't know that he could do it, but he has a great charisma on stage, and he does a great job. Rito Brown is another one, and then there's the cat, the ex-football player named Spice Adams. He's funny, and just hilarious. I think she's funny on Instagram. Right. Sometimes she gets in trouble, but they stand. Now as far as stand up, I've never seen Rito. I've seen Clayton. He's a good comic, and Tony Baker's hilarious to me. And then Ryan Davis, he's another one who's a seasoned comic, and they do good. But it's a few that get up there, and he's just like, okay, boy, what you doing?
But you know what I love about you, Lavell, is that the other thing too is that you take young people that maybe are stand up like that, and like you said, you give them love and everything, but there's a huge business side of the comedy industry.
Sure, it is.
It's like music business. There's a comedy business. And the business part is where a lot of people lose it because they've lost their money. They're not making money. They're still broke. They have great presentation, but they're not making the money.
And the thing about it is, that's one of the things about this and this craft. Like I said, you can't worry about the money. I mean, you know how many billionaires went broke many, many times before they became billionaires? And you got to understand, if you worried about profit, then you your time. You gotta get in it and get something worth selling. If your product is good, you can't go out there, I'll make a hamburger. I'm gonna open up me a hamburger place. Man, please. McDonald's is not the best hamburger in the world, but they know they got a clown that make you feel like a clown, and you go buy their Big Mac still today. I ain't ate McDonald's in almost 10 years, but they still open.
Exactly.
Burger King.
Exactly.
They call it, but they know how to work. Their burgers ain't the greatest. Right. I mean, I've had great burgers that you'll never know where these restaurants is.
Right.
But it's the thing about how do you push your brand. It took me a long time to learn how to work my brand. And I know my brand is longevity and consistency.
Right.
And the thing about it is treating people good, treating people right, going to these comedy clubs where I can work the rest of my life because I didn't got a rapport with these club owners to a point where, and then where I got my audience base where, like you say, people are excited to hear from me. But before I even really got to selling tickets, I would walk out there in front of those doggone people and shake everybody's hand.
Yeah.
I would shake it and take as many pictures. I used to take it for free. I
Mm-hmm.
used to thank them. I would go out and pass out my own flyers when I was selling tickets. I go out there and I put myself out there.
Right.
And I became the people's champ. And that
Right.
and that's the most important thing to become. The people like you.
Yeah.
The club don't have to like you because you
Right.
don't sell the ticket.
Right.
Now, if you get to a point where I'm Lavell Crawford, you can't. I don't never get on that level.
Right.
I have a level of respect for me. You ain't gonna be pushing me around or talking to me in any way, you treat my family weird because I will check you. I check you hard. I wasn't a real Christian. I would cut you out and pray for you and knock you out. So you don't want to play with me like that. But
right.
On the other hand, I treat people with respect because they don't have to like you.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to treat you like. I think I heard a great quote from Tyler Perry yesterday that was so amazing. He was on that show Black is AF on Netflix with Kenyon Burris, which I met Kenyon Burris, the writer of Blackish and Grownish. And he was talking to Tyler Perry, and he said, "Man, it seems like it doesn't. You seem like it doesn't faze you about the Emmys or the Oscars or none of that. That doesn't faze you." He said, "Hey, I don't care. I don't give a doggone about none of them." He said, "I didn't do it for them. I don't do my stories for them because I know a lot of them are white critics who ain't gonna understand these black stories, and I write these stories for my people, and I get their stories out there so that they can understand. And when they do show." My movies are #1 in the box office because I did it for my audience. And I come out there and, you give your heart.
Right.
You can't give everybody, but you give from yourself and you be genuine. That's all you got to worry about because the ticket's going to sell. I do it for my people. I do it for my people because I'm black all day. I ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't change it.
You can't just walk in and say, "I'm not black."
Yeah, I ain't black today.
I ain't black today.
I'm Jerry today. No, I can't do that. So, but I have a lot of white fans that came into my life, reciprocal, give me reciprocal love because they saw movies and then they come and see me in stand up, and I was blessed to go do BET. And then I always think I went from BET to WHITE, and I went from BET to Last Comic Standing, and that was a mainstream show. Yeah. And I said, and I could tell comics, I said, take the chance when you get the chops to being funny. Yeah. You got talent, you got last, whatever it is, keep your face out there in the mainstream areas to a point, and start building your rapport with your people to sell the tickets. And that's why like these guys in the internet comics were selling tickets in clubs because they had the fan base, but they didn't take care of their chops because it's easy to edit a 30-second skit.
Right.
It's easy. It's easy to do that. Yeah. But when you get up on that stage, can you deliver that same skit? And trust me, it's been people like the late Charlie Murphy who became famous on the Chappelle Show. He was known, but he became famous on the Chappelle Show, and he was doing stand-up. Now, he wasn't Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy was a different character. Eddie Murphy, he was that kind of guy. Right. But Charlie Murphy, his style was, totally different. It was, yeah. And when he went up, he came to St. Louis, and St. Louis, they don't play. And that's my hometown. That's why I'm as funny I am, because I know they'll dog you out and put it in the paper. And Charlie Murphy went up, and he tried to do his stuff. And I had seen his show when I was in Detroit, and I watched him with Bill Burr, who's a hilarious comic. And he went up after Bill Burr, and I was just like, okay. I wasn't feeling it, but he got away with it. But when he got to St. Louis, different story. They booed him. Put him all the way off that stage in his house, in his car, all the way back to the They booed him and wrote about it.
Wrote about it?
Yeah, they booed him and wrote about it. Like,
they did him like the Apollo, the Sandman, just switched him out.
They swept. They use a vacuum cleaner. They ain't even sweep. They vacuum.
Not to say I made a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, St. Louis is hard, man. I did 2 specials there in my hometown because I love my city because I know how hard they can be. And
Yeah.
you got to come with it.
You got to come with
if
it.
You stop playing with it. You can't just come with that. Like my homegirl, Tiffany Haddish, God bless you, got her career blew up. Took her butt to St. Louis, and she brought some comedians that can handle their business in front of her. And she couldn't follow it, because see what they do with some of these comedians, they're not strong comics, but they use their fame. And see, that's one thing about comics. I want to make it in movies. Okay, you make it in movies.
Yeah. You
have to be careful because comedy ain't up to par, and they put your butt back out there on the comedy world where they gonna put you your people. And if you can't make your people laugh, you can go down in flames. And but she was smart how she handled herself, and she became Jewish and everything. and she started being a producer and helping other comics, which is very smart.
Right.
I mean, you ain't strong in the comedy game. Don't risk your career trying to do it because these agents, they will do you like that.
Yeah.
They will play. I mean, comedians think because they do movies, oh man, I ain't got to do no radio. These people don't know you. Everybody saw that movie. Everybody don't know you clown. And cause like my friend Mike Epps, before he's a funny comedian.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is he just came off. I've been knowing Mike way before the fame, okay? And he had just blew up, and I was proud of him, and I was out on the road with him. And we was going to do radio, and he said, man, I ain't got to do radio, Bill. I ain't got to do no radio. I said, shoot, man. I mean, they know me. They see my movies. I said, Mike, I ain't even seen your movie.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I said, you got to slow down.
Yeah.
And go on here and talk to the people and let them know who you are, because they know you for movies. They know you for your movies, but they don't know you. You got your movie fame before you got your comedy fame.
Right.
So that's the difference. Like me, I got my comedy fame before my movie fame ever. So, and one thing Cat Williams told me that I appreciate. I've been knowing Cat for 100 years too, and Cat said, "Man, you a rarity. You're a comedian that became famous off your stand-up."
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I love the way you did it though, Lavell. You kept, like you said, you were consistent. You out there giving out your flyers, giving out your cards, shaking hands with people. You know what I'm saying? Taking pictures with people. People tell other people all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And the thing about it is that's old school, and that's how family didn't understand why you going out there. I said sometimes, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta let them know that you appreciate it.
Right.
I mean, because my ticket's like $35, $40.
Yeah.
And during this pandemic, $35, $40.
That's somebody's utility bill.
Somebody might got their lights cut off the other day. And they got drinks. They come down here to make you laugh their pain away.
Right.
And it's an honor.
Yeah. Because Lavell, you already know they didn't just pay for the ticket. The ladies had to go get their hair done. They had to go get a new dress. They got to get some new shoes. They got to get their nails done.
Man, they got them edges done. They had to get that down. Brother went and got a little fade. He put a little Beijing up there so he could look young for the night.
You're so funny. Let's hold it right there. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back with funny man Lavell Crawford. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? I'm still laughing about the edges.
Oh yeah. It's real though, you know.
It is real.
Get in there, get that, make sure they got that crop up, got that little doodle ball on top, trying to look nice.
You already know it, because you know we can't just buy a ticket. We got a whole production. We got to prepare to come out. You know.
And see if Netta could watch your kids for the night. You know.
Absolutely.
Girl, I want to go too.
Absolutely. What I love about you, my friend, is that if it's one person in the audience or 20,000 people, they all get the same show. Why is that?
Oh man, I just gotta give them the best I can, man. Like I said, it's an honor. You know, I mean, I remember when it was just one person in the show, and I gave it my best. You know,
right. That was your best friend sitting in there. Your best friend.
Right. Exactly. I give my best. Next time he might tell somebody to be two people. You know, I mean, it's just it's a thing about, like, people always say, man, I don't never see the same show. You always got to say, man, it's my therapy. I love getting on that stage and just letting it fly. That's one thing. It was like I wasn't great at a lot of things. I was good at some things. Yeah. But one thing I found that with comedy, I think I'm just great at it because I just go up and you seen the movie The Matrix, right?
Yes.
Remember when at the end where he got the dude, the agent shot him and stuff, and the lady told him she loved him, and next thing you know he woke up and he stood up and he said he's beginning to believe, and he started believing. Yeah. He started seeing. He started realizing that I just watched it yesterday, so I know he just started.
How'd you say you know it?
But no danger no more. He can do anything.
Right.
He can do anything. That's how I feel on stage. It's like, I mean, I can fly. I'm superhuman up there, you know, and I love the feeling, you know.
But it's a passion for you. That's what I like, the fact that you have, it's a passion. And that's where you begin to talk about, I remember just looking at interviews way before about what you did, and you talked about the fact that even though when you first started, you guys weren't making the money, but you knew that going in, that we're not going to make a lot of money. We got to struggle and work on this, but it was open mic everywhere. You said you would drive you drive your car. Look, you make it 25, but that was gas money.
Right, it was all gas money. I got $25, and that went in the tank, and I had maybe about $2 for a Snicker.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, but it was it was a learning position, and I'm glad I did it when I was young. Not a father and a husband, because I think that takes some of the air out of the hustle, because you got to feed your family, man. You start like, man, I don't know if I could be broke. I don't know. My wife would probably support me, but you be like, you got to get a little joke, but the off his hand, tell your from your route.
Right.
So it was at that time, the money really wasn't a factor to me. Because like if you're in your 40s and you thinking about doing this, and you got kids, I'm saying,
and a wife.
It's like 25. Your kid 25 years old, it's cool. You can go and do it. But when they get them, it's like now I got my son's 9, and I go out here and get it, which I thank God I'm able to go out and get it. But he understands, because he gets to go to the club with me sometimes. He think he be working, but he just hanging out trying to get some free funnel cake or something. And but he sees what Dad does. Yeah. But now Dad is already a success now, so it ain't scary. Even though this pandemic hit, you call me the Lavell Crawford, and I said when this pandemic hit, man, I went from the Lavell Crawford to plain old Vail, because I ain't had no shows, they canceled everything. I was like, oh Lord, I got unemployment, So I ain't know, because comedy is something that pays my bills, and I've been blessed to do a lot of things with it. I did Tom Joyner radio show for a season. The great Tom Joyner, and we won prayers out there. He had a stroke a while back, and he's still recovering. But it opened up other doors. This pandemic just let me shine in other talents, because like I said, I wrote that Comedy Guide, but I also wrote a children's book, and I'm writing. I got one it's called Fishing with My Big Daddy, and my son's doing all the illustrations, and hopefully we have that out in November too. Because one of my passions is fishing. If I can make a living doing fishing, I would have did it a long time ago. Because I love fishing. I love fishing. That's my other therapy, comedy and then fishing. Yeah, my granddaddy taught me how, and I loved it ever since. So I tell the story about my granddaddy and his impact on me.
Wow, that is so good. And then shout out to your queen, because if it had not Miss Deshawn, shout out to her.
Yeah, she just came in. Are you still on the interview? I said, yes, I am. Yeah, that's my
Thank
baby.
God for her. She put this together and helped us out. I appreciate it so much, my friend. Yeah.
She's a woman, because she's staying with my smart mouth. She got a smart mouth too, so that's why we together. I couldn't do the game.
That is too funny. Let's talk to, again, some people about what they need to do at this time in the pandemic, because COVID is out here right now. A lot of local artists that was their full-time job, just going, from place to place, having families and things like that. And of course, you notice that a lot of people are out of work. Yeah,
they are. And I have no remedy to that. I pray that things will pop off and get back to you. And I just say, what I tell people all the time is, one true thing, is one weapon I have is my faith in God, know. And if you don't have faith in him, that's on you. But when he comes back, don't get brand new. I'm out, and I'm going with him. I thought he was on his way back now, but Jesus Christ, let's hold on. We got to wear a mask now, and then ain't nobody going to recognize me.
What you say, God not going to recognize you there? You okay?
He ain't going to recognize that mask.
He'll pass right by you. You lose weight. Now you got to wear a mask. Look at you. He don't remember you.
Take that mask off. Wow. But I think that in some troubling times for people, and then some people have been blessed to keep their jobs working from home. Like I got a lot of family members who work from home. I got one cousin, she ain't left her house since this stuff happened. I said, she got to be weighing about 440 now, she don't even know the sun shining. I be like, man, I like, I don't know, man. I couldn't do it. I got cabin fever. I can't make my money at home.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I said. I got scared. I couldn't make my way home. They told me to do virtual comedy. I said, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I did this Zoom with you, but at least I'm sitting down. I don't want people to be looking behind me. His house smaller than I thought it was. You know, he should have cleaned up before he did this show. You know, is that a bug on the wall?
See, I can't with you.
It'd be all of your
That
business,
is too funny. Too funny. What would some last words would you like to leave with the viewers?
Oh, well, I mean, strive for, the highest mark of your calling, I mean, that's all I can say. Keep God first. And that talk about somebody was, because, they talk about the weight loss. I mean, I had the gastric sleeve, and I think that you got to take that moment in your life to change your ways to keep yourself healthy. And it's got to be your choice. Don't do it for nobody else. Do it for you. I mean, it's a great procedure. I did the sleeve, not the whole thing, because I wanted something else to come, because I might go back, but but I just say that health is wealth. That's the best thing. You want to be around for your family. I go ride my bike. I do jiu-jitsu. I box. I'm out here breathing better. I'm feeling better. I have less stress because when I'm on stage now, it ain't, oh, you a funny fat dude. Now it's on stage, and that's taken out of the equation. He's medium fat, but he looks good. Good, and he's funny, and I can talk about a whole element of things without having to worry about the concern of you thinking, oh, they're looking at me because I'm sweating and I'm big, which I never had a problem with it, but I took that out of the way to make it not a factor.
Yeah.
So that's what I can leave with people is just, stay healthy, keep your mind clear, and don't worry about this pandemic, because God got it covered. Stay prayed up, because His children are covered. You ain't working now, but when you start working, keep your job. That's all I'm gonna say. Because some people working from home. Some people working from home and almost get fired. Girl, I'm late.
Because they supposed to be working. And then the people looking at them saying, "Wait, where are they? They on that Zoom.
Right.
Zoom, they gone."
Right. In the kitchen. Girl, what you doing? You're supposed to be in the living room at 5:30.
Oh my God, that is too funny. Also, let's tell them where to get your book. When is it going to come out, and where to find out more about what you're doing?
I got a website called Comedian Lavell Crawford.
Yeah.
ComedianLavellCrawford.com. It most definitely be posted up there soon. We have it on Amazon. We're gonna have it in Walden Books, also Barnes and Nobles also. Yeah. Let's just prepare. I'll be selling it right on the street. You see me there. They come to the trunk, play. I'm selling it just like this.
You say you're gonna tell them straight out the trunk. I mean, I know that's right. Back to the basics.
My grand series. You see me at the comedy club. My mama selling T-shirts. I got masks with my picture on it. I went and got some masks printed up and say Comedy's Essential Tour 2020, and then it say laugh and boost your immunity. So
everybody go buy those. See?
Oh man,
hand sanitizer.
Oh man, I want to get some hand sanitizer too. Rub some Lavell on you and keep the COVID away.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to have it all, but you just, that's your hustle, man.
That's your
hustle.
You got to do hustle.
You got to do it. Stay tuned. Lavell Crawford got a lot of things coming on. I got a movie coming out. It'll be out October 7th with Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is called Hubie's Halloween. Me and Kim Willie play husband and wife. We play Farmer Dan.
Oh my God, not Whitley.
Yeah, we got Keenan Thompson from SNL. You got Rob Schneider from SNL. So all kind of SNL. Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
James, Ray Liotta, George Wallace. So it's a great man. So check it out. It'll be on Netflix October 7th. Yeah. Check that out. I got a movie called On the Count of Three with Gerard Carmichael. Gerard Carmichael's called On the Count of Three. We just finished shooting that in August.
Okay.
And I had to have the COVID test 3 times before that. I said, boy, this movie.
With the temperature and all. They put that temperature up to your head and everything.
They stuck that broomstick handle in my nose.
A broomstick handle.
And then my eye turned bloodshot red. I said, boy, if I didn't cry, that means I ain't got it. You know?
Absolutely. We're going to watch out for you. Stay tuned for everything else that you got. I'm so proud of you, my friend. I surely appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity. And thank you for everything
I can't believe how long you been having your show?
Well, it just you put me on the spot. I've had a show over a year now. They say they haven't kicked me out yet. They haven't kicked me out yet.
I said, you been out in Houston long? I ain't never been invited on your show.
You got to come on. You got to come on. They wouldn't let me talk to you.
Ooh.
I need all your people. Now we need all your people. We need all the comics on.
Well, we got you, though. We got you now. When I come to the Houston Improv, I think it's going to be around November.
Yeah.
That's holla.
There you go. There you go. I appreciate you so much, my friend. Take care. God bless. God bless to your family. Much love, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, on tomorrow, we will have Liz Fablo. She's out of New York. She is going to be talking to us. Talk to you then, 12:30, 1:30 Central Standard Time. Bye.